in step 4, I'm going to show a hybrid approach. As part of our migration strategy, we've already moved SQL Server to SQL Azure, and our web application is still currently on-premise. So let's connect first our web-based application on-premise to that of which is the database in the cloud. And to do that, since we did an exact migration, all the data is the same, we'll probably want to go out and change the data in the cloud so that it's not the same as what we have on-premise. So let me go out here to manage this database, and I'll change its content. Let me log in. And I'll select our people table, and I'll change my name from Jeff Knuckles to Hudson, which is going to be my son's name. He's not born yet. He's going to be here probably any day. Alright, so when we're connected to the cloud, we'll see Hudson Knuckles. When we're connected on premise, we'll see Jeff Knuckles. Alright, I can close this out, go back into Visual Studio. Now there's a couple of ways to change a connection string. We can do it very easily by going into the web.config file, adding all of the required information there. I'll give that a second to come up. Otherwise, we can also, I guess I'm not very good at double clicking here. Open. There we go. I could simply copy and paste this, change some of the attributes, and be off and running. Or I can make all of those changes here in the little wizard for our data source by changing the configuration string here, or the connection string. I'll say new connection string. And in this case, we need the server name. Again, that server name is coming from SQL Azure. So let's go to our portal, make sure that we're not making any mistakes here, and copy the fully qualified DNS name and paste that in here. We are using SQL authentication on SQL Azure, so this is going to be Jeff Nuck, and of course our password. And I do want to persist my password and save that for the purpose of this demonstration anyway. There's multiple ways you can go about doing this. Let's make sure that we're attaching to the correct database. In this case, it's easy, Azure database. I can test the connection, and we're good to go. We'll select next. Yes, I want to call it, I'll just call it Azure database connection string. And that is fine with me. We'll select finish, and we're good to go. So just that simple. Let me go ahead and save. It's just a matter of changing the connection string. So if I run it this time, I shouldn't see Jeff Knuckles, but I should see Hudson Knuckles because it's pointing to SQL Azure. So there you have it, Hudson Knuckles. So now we have an on-premise ASP.NET application communicating with SQL Azure in the background. That's out in the cloud. And we have a hybrid solution, and all we had to do was change the connection string.